Welcome back to another morning skate show with the hockey coach Guru Coach Frenchy directly from the South Florida Sunshine State. Happy Thursday, happy Thankfully Day. Hopefully you have an amazing, great week so far. And we are about, is it 1 week before the Thanksgiving in USA? I believe Thanksgiving is next week. If I can be right, I believe I'm right, but I'm not always right. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, you think, is this going to be an amazing, great day? This is going to be awesome, everything like that. And then you turn on your computer, the password does not work, the email does not work, there are some things going on. And that's what kind of morning I got this morning. So I'm a little bit shaky this morning. You try to go straight and live, and then you have to go left. You have to go right. And, so the key of that, my message for you is sometime you never know what could happen. And the key is to always to be patient. Whatever the adversity, the challenge you face, it's not a problem. I will go through this. It's just to stay calm during the storm. That's the most important thing. So this is my wisdom of the Thursday, November 18, I believe we are. And hopefully an amazing, great day so far for everybody. And, of course, we have Mr. Andrew Kieran in the house this morning. We have, of course, the number one fans of Florida Panthers. Very happy about the W they got again in New York Islanders. But, unfortunately, they lost their captain, Sasha Barkov, for a couple of weeks. We wish him a speed recovery. Well, welcome back, Mr. Gator, Tim T. and the house. From Canada, but fans number one of the Minnesota Wild. Hopefully the Star or the Wild is going to be back normal tonight. It'll be interesting how they're going to play. Again, the Star, I believe they play tonight. So it'll be interesting if what's going to happen between the Wild and see what happens if your team 951. Welcome back in the house. From Toronto, number one fans of the Maple Leaf. And the Toronto Maple Leaf play tonight. Will be interesting what they're going to do. But again, welcome back, Miss Kelly. From Ottawa, the Mr. Positive. The man believes everything is possible, and I agree with him. I love his mindset of positivity. Welcome back, Mr. Corey Hill. And the Dallas Star will win also tonight. So that's a prediction of 951. I feel like I did not see you guys for a long time. Honestly, last night I did not have every year I have to do my renewing, I don't know, as a member of the referee in the USA. And obviously it was on the Zoom last night. OMG, it was so boring. 4 hours and 20 minutes of Zoom. Can you believe it? I don't know how the teacher can do this. And the teacher was like this. He was looking and, you have to do this, the new rules. Oh, it was so boring. And the lucky I was, we can turn off and on the video, the camera. Oh my God, it was so long. But that's the reason I did not do any live stream last night. And I thought I said maybe I sleep at 10:30. I may be looking, and then I was tired. Be honest with you, I don't know why. I was tired last night. So I went to the bed before midnight. That's rare. That's rare. Maybe my body need this. I'm banked up for the last 2 weeks with my shoulder and oh my God, not fun. Kelly and Tim and maybe 951. You guys, Corey, you guys, you're young. So you are all you're flourishing with live. And when you get my age, you just try to recover every freaking day because your body don't follow your mind. Your body is older and your mindset said, no, I'm 35 still. I should do that. It does not work this anymore. It's very difficult to accept that. But that's the story of my life right now. But it's okay. It's all good. Kelly said, thanks, Coach. I think tonight game would be high scoring and we lose. Yes, I said. At some point, Kelly, Jim Campbell have to be Jim Campbell. You know what I mean? Jack Campbell, I said Jake. But yes, I'll be interesting to see that. You know, they're doing well, 9-10, and their life is great in Toronto. And they're chasing now the Florida Panthers, and the Tampa Bay are following them also, where Tampa Bay doing well also. A lot of game tonight, 11 game on the program. Going to talk a little bit about the last three game, the three game happening last night. Corey Hill, what's up? Well, Corey, I just explained to you what's going on in my life. Challenge this morning with my computer, and then my body does not follow. I got banged up with my shoulder the last 10 days. I have a bad ankle now. I have two bad shoulders. It's just terrible. But it's all right. I show up at the rink all the time. 951 said, I'm 54, but you look like only 38, buddy. But glad to hear from you. You're my area. You're my age around, but I got to see that. Yeah, but the Rangers are strong. Grader is on fire. 12 goals so far, Chris Grader, Kelly. Honestly, Kelly, I don't know. I know they have a good team. I understand they are, 10-3-3, and Gerard Gallant, everything like that. I understand that, Kelly. But really, the only reason for me, or one of the biggest reason where they are, it's really because of Chesterkin and my eyes. They make a lot of mistake overall for my eyes. But for me, that's the reason. Because honestly, without Chesterkin or an average goalie, that team right now is maybe play for 520. Maybe there would be like a 9-7 or something like that. The record don't show exactly how they play this season. The goaltender right now make a big difference. Of course, he can make a big impact tonight, but I just want to let you know what's going on with them. Good morning, everyone. Canadian Giants show up 7 minutes, 28 seconds later. What's going on? Canadian Giants, you're supposed to open up. When I open up, Canadian Giants should be at the door. I expect the Canadian Giants at the door. But listen, I'm teasing you, buddy. We love you. Thanks for joining us this morning. Directly from Westmount. From Moncton, New Brunswick, come on down, Johnny Golden. Mr. Colorado Avalanche #1 from Denver, where the weather should be, I don't know. But welcome back, Mr. Steve G in the house. Tough game for the Avalanche, but they got the job done. We're going to talk about that game the next couple of minutes. Yes, they won a score of 4-2. Yesterday, again, the Vancouver Canucks. OMG. Talk about Montreal Canadiens looking bad. You talk about Arizona Coyotes looking bad. We have to say about the Vancouver Canucks, where they're not looking good so far. Hello, Canadians. How things going? So the Kelly Peter Korean sport hockey pick as Montreal winning tonight. Is it a good news or bad news? 951. It'll be interesting to see that. Frenchy Zalazar back in the house from South Florida. Andrew Kiran said best hockey update show around. Thank you so much, Andrew Kiran. Very kind, very nice from you. Hopefully Barrie, Ontario is doing well today. The weather is not too bad. Coach, Kennedy, I have to get winter tired, but on. What do you mean? We never have tired winter here in South Florida. It's always the same things. We're always one season in Florida. But I can understand, hopefully the snow would be just show up this year in 2022 for you, buddy, about that one. Johnny said, Brimo and Nollander starting tonight. We're going to talk about this the next couple of minutes, Johnny, but absolutely right about this. Where Dominic Champ starting to listen, coach. Frenchy. Just kidding, buddy. But listen, I want that. I want to, you know me, I don't care to lose right now. You know me, as a fans, I want to play hard and I want to have the young kids play. That's the only way you give time to them. and whatever happening, it will happen. Talking about Calgary, the number one fans of Edmonton Oilers, how they going to beat the Winnipeg Jets tonight? That's the biggest question of the day. Mr. Andy Kuivula. Not a single bad day above ground, Andrew. You are lucky, coach. I don't know, but I take advantage of what life gave it to me so far, so I have to do this. Ronnie Odette, welcome back. Ronnie said, it's time to make a change, coach. All right, Ronnie. So what it would be your change? Before I gave my answer to you, so what you looking for to do? Goaltending, Andy Kuivula. I think, are you talking about the Edmonton? I'm just happy no snow here, but the weather is great. Better defensively. I tried to follow you, Andy. Are you talking about the Edmonton? I got my winter tire on last week. Firstly, I could walk over the team and have a coffee while they're waiting, and that's the right things to do. You can maybe have some hockey cards. I don't know if Tim Horton still hockey cards over there, but that's the best way to do it. Too bad Senators not play tonight, but they do not need a good rest. They get right, then you're in Corey and come back. I agree with you about this, Corey. 3 more things to do. Honestly, it was really the last game, in my opinion, and it was really Koskinen. It was really show the Koskinen we know in the past. It was maybe his best game of the season. Gave a lot of bad goals, and that's pretty much the reason. I think the defensive is not too bad. I would not be worried about too much about this. You know, everybody sometimes have a bad game, but I really Koskinen could be right now starting a little bit what Jake Allen did, like, you know, game after game and carry on the team as a backup number 2 or not that kind of level. You should be a coach. The number 1 could affect Koskinen. That would be really the one I believe about that one. Yeah, they do have a hockey card, Andrew K-Ron. Here we go. I know I have no chance to get that one over there, be honest with you. So, yeah, so that's what's happening. Let's move on to the... Hey, Coach, how are you? Ville O, the Wizard from Finland and the house. How's everything's going on with you, Ville O? Are you feeling better? I'm very concerned about you. Hopefully you're doing well, buddy. I'm glad to see Ronnie, by the way. Ronnie, what's Quebec City's going on over there? And hopefully, you guys, you watching the game last night. It was a funny night, guys. You have no game at 7 o'clock. You don't know what to do at 7 o'clock. Me, I have my Zoom, but again, I don't know what's going on over there. I have a hockey card too, actually, Corey Hill. We're going to make invite someone the next couple of weeks about a hockey card. If you collect this, that'd be great. You can now get hockey card live on the website now on the upperdeck.com/ I don't know what it is. You can get some card straight right there. But on the bright side, I'm like a 33-8 or something late. And he has a good one to see that. I'm doing much better. I was just feeling depressed because my school exam was not going so well. Video, at the end of the day, I will say something, buddy. I know sometimes the outcome is not always what we're looking for, but try to do your best every single day. And it's okay sometimes we have some, failure or setback, and it's to readjust yourself. How I can get better, how I can prepare better, how I can do something different to be sure the next one I'm going to get what I'm looking for. So it's just that way, and we can tell you something like that for you. I have some noise inside my phone. I don't know what's going on. Trade Petrie Gallagher for a draft pick. Ronnie, I'm just curious about this. First of all, thanks to sharing this. Which team and what kind of draft pick you get for them? And which team going to pay Petrie at 33 years old with 2.8 in game at $6.5 million? And then a Gallagher at $6.2 million, both of them for 4 or 5 more years. A Gallagher where he's 29, but he looked like he's 32, and he struggled this year. It's okay the way you talk about this, Ronnie. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, Trade, it's easy one way. Valeo, take a lot of vitamin D3. That's true, coach. I'm just stressed because I need to go to result to get and do school I want. I understand, Valeo. But you know what? Remember, Valeo, every time we won, all right, it's sometimes we don't get it. It's sometimes we have to focus what I have and not for what I want. Because you have disconnection between I have and I want. And then the second thing, never happened to you. It's happened for you. And then when a door closed, but a better door is going to happening to you. So sometimes I would tell you that what could happen. If ever you don't go where you want to go, maybe you will go somewhere else. But it will maybe turn around. That's the best place for you to be. And with time, we tell you what is the right things. But I just want to give you some other thing. But a lot of hockey tonight. Excited? Yes, over 6 million each. And yes, they are over 6 million. Here in Quebec City is white outside for the first time. Oh, wow, Ronnie. The Bonhomme Carnaval, the Bonhomme Carnaval is going out very soon, Ronnie. Luck for tonight, Star, Abs, and Canes. Wow, you have a confidence about the Abs tonight. Thanks for the wise word, Coach. Anytime, Villian, it was a pleasure. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome if you can help me. I'm supposed to talking about hockey. That's what I'm supposed to do. So let's moving. If I can move myself a bit bigger, I feel like I'm not big here. Here we go. So now I don't feel like the giant versus the small one. So why you put a picture of Sidney Crosby, Coach? Here's the point. Here's what's happening about this. First of all, Sidney Crosby was hurt all year long. Come back with COVID-19. And then after that, he got, struggled the first 2-3 games. He's very frustrated, everything like that. But my point to you now is this part. The Pittsburgh have almost a negotiation or an agreement with a company called Fenway Park Sport Agency or Management, whatever they call it, last or whatever they are, right? And they are owner of the Boston Red Sox, everything like that. And I believe they're looking to buy that team for $900 million. Look like Mario Lemieux will be out, everybody like that. So the question is coming now is like, hey, do you believe Sidney Crosby can be traded to Boston, or do you believe Sidney Crosby can be traded to Montreal right now or the next couple of months when they're going to have that negotiation to be out? So the rumor already in Montreal, because Crosby is in Montreal tonight. Open the door, that one over there. I don't see this happening, to be honest with you. I don't see a lot of change in Pittsburgh. Other fact, Malkin will be over after this season. And for me, I don't see how the Pittsburgh, to be honest with you, can make the playoff. They struggle with the goaltending situation. The defensemen not great where they are. And the performance of the player like Crosby, everything like that, maybe right now they are find a way to do something else. So I don't know what's going happening, but they are the bottom of the Metropolitan, where the Metropolitan guy is a solid division with Carolina. And then also you have Washington over there. So it will be really interesting the next couple of weeks, a month, what Pittsburgh going to do. When you go talk about Ronnie, talk about Montreal needs some change. But Pittsburgh, I don't see them anymore this year at a playoff team. I don't see they will turn around. I could be wrong, but it will be interesting to see Pittsburgh now to shifting maybe as a buyer. And who they can let it go. Letang, Crosby, Malkin, Carter, Zucker, Grenzel, Rust, Jerry, DeSmith, not Madison, but Pedersen, Marino over there. So it's all of the players I mentioned to you where I'll be really curious what they're going to do. And a little bit what Ronnie's talking about Montreal, to starting to talk about, get some pick, everything like that. So that will be something to follow up for sure for the Montreal Canadiens about this. Tell Bergeron I'm willing to sell our dog for $3 million season and everything that. Bonjour, Bruno. Bruno back in the house this morning. Bruno, vice versa. Welcome, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Kelly said, no, he will not leave the Pittsburgh. And I'm not disagree with you, Kelly. It's just starting to talk more about that one over there, about this. The next one I want to talk about this guy is this. how the Florida Panthers going to recover about the captain Barkov out of the lineup. Because now that changed the line, right? So the line now is it, like he shift Reynard as a center, or they keep Reynard as a winger and then bring Bennett up over there. So a lot of questions right now to see how they're going to make their lineup. I did not look on the website this morning or on the Twitter what it was their line for the lineup for tonight. But it'd be interesting. And the long time, right now he's a week to week. But what is weeks to weeks? Is it like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks? We know he don't request a surgery. So that's the good news about that. But it's not looking good. It was a bad play by Mayfield. We can see the twist of his knee. I saw the body check on the replay. It was not looking good. So will be interesting to follow up. But I think this could be not very good for the Florida. They're not going to make the playoff. But it will maybe struggle at some point. Maybe not the first 2 games, 3 games. But after that, with longer, I think that would be a team who may be missing a Barkov at some point. Format 1. Talking about Bruno, welcome. Why not welcome directly from Finland, the Moy, the Moro, and for sure the Salut, Mr. Yamo Vertanen. 3 weeks is speculate the most. It could have been worse the week to week. I agree with you about this, Villano. It's a story to follow up right at the beginning and see some recovery quicker, some recovery a little bit longer. But again, for me, it's just like a bad injury for the Florida Panthers where they need their captain. He's really one, like I said, I think he's a top 5 center in the shop. The next one I want to talk about this is, and that was conclude a little bit what I want to talk earlier about the game happening yesterday. Sometimes you don't know what's going on behind the team, right? The stat does not lie to you. And I'm really a little bit more too crazy about number. Every number for me, I need to know every time like that. And Yamo said, before I jump about Vancouver, said, Bennett, Lundell, Thornton, game decision, Listoranin, 4 center. All right. So they bring back Thornton as a center. Listoranin, that's number 4. Montreal had to rebuild now. At the end of the season, this is why Bergevin must step down. If for me, Weber with the C, sorry, but this is a C for the plug. This with the team. I agree with you about everything I will be mentioned to you about that. And overall, for Ronnie, I apologize for everybody else. I opened the door, but I believe, look, Vancouver owner did Monday. He met Jim Benning, and he said publicly, we met Jim Benning. We asked him what do you have to do to reset that team on the right track. I think Molson should do the same thing. He said, Marc Bergevin, before he announced it, do you want to come back or not? We need to know. And whatever he said, no. Molson can get out and said to publicly, say, hey, this is the last season for Marc Bergevin. We have a confidence with him. We have a faith about him. But for some reason, he decided to go at the end of the year. But we let him there until to the end. Scott Millenby is going to be around. And we trust him for 100% inside that team. And then after Christmas, we're going to looking for a new GM, blah, 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 blah. So he a little bit more knows what's going on over there. And that's, for me, that's what is missing right now from Montreal Canadiens running about that one over there. But the rest, he said this is right. Now, Weber's situation is only for one more year. So at the end of the year, he's going to announce he's going to be retired. And then after that, he can look for captain for the upcoming year. Because right now, you don't know who it's going to be, and it's not be a right thing. Because if you give Gallagher captain example, now you cannot trade him. You put Petrie, you cannot make him captain, every time that. So for me, I'll be a little bit waiting for that part, but absolutely agree with you about this one. They will be likely play Listoranin as a third center. I agree with you about this, but when I read this, I was a bit surprised about that one there, but I agree. Because he has played more recently, Thornton. That's the right thing to say that. We'll be interested to see how Lundell's going to fit between and the second center. Michael Robinson in the house. A dog Walkman. Good morning. On a break between lecture, need my coach fix. I appreciate Ab analysis very much. You're welcome, Michael. Today, my pre-game is going to be a little bit late today because I have to fix a couple of things, but hopefully I'll get out very quickly. You can understand, you guys, what's going on. Cannot all singing tip, then we're currently hard to come back. I agree with you about this one. Corey Hill said, only one game did not play tonight is Ottawa Senators Nashville because of COVID outbreak. So anyone want to watch Ottawa Senators, they have to not play until Monday, 27, 8:30. Absolutely agree with you about that, Gary. It was the news. Good morning, coach. Have a bit of break. I always love to have analysts listening in. Thank you so much, Michael Robinson. Always a pleasure to having you. And don't forget to click on the likes. I'll be in. Spencer Knight tonight and between the pipe. My Spencer Knight, guys, is struggle for the last 3 games, I believe. He had 4 points something. And Sergei Bobrovsky, guys, 7-0-2 in the last 9 games. 1.30 something or 20 something. Bobrovsky guy is on fire. Unbelievable what he's doing over there. So hopefully is going to be, I'm sure he'll be back Saturday between. We have Mr. Spencer as I have a few bad game. Mr. Michael DeVillano back in the house. Here we go. Now, today we have Miquel 9671. You want to be famous. Thank you so much for information about that. Michael Girard on the ice together. It was magical yesterday on the game. We're going to get there if I can start to do that. And then I'm going to give you this over there. Let me shifting this to another way, and you can see why. Let me disappear this. This is the 3 game yesterday, guy. I'm going to go through this. 4-2, 4-2, 2-0. So the Colorado beat the Vancouver Canucks. This is our 5th straight loss for the Vancouver. I believe this is what the 3 game win for the Colorado Avalanche. And they're looking better and better. But my point to you is that, okay, what's going on? Colorado with Vancouver. First of all, it was 1-0 Colorado. Vancouver come back with 2 goals. And then they were looking good over there, 2-1. And then suddenly nothing works. And I'm just give you some stat over there. Rush shot 4. They are last, 21-22, last, 30. They are last on the rush shot again, 31. All right? They are last on differential, last. My point to you guys, look 2020, 2021, and look 21, 22. It's the same result. So sometimes it's over at what's going on with the coaches. The same thing happening with Jeremy Collington for the Chicago Blackhawks, guys. They have some stat on the analytics. It was similar of what it was before in the past and what happening again. The last 3 years, Chicago struggled on the defensive side. And because maybe the system does not work. So my point to you is that, this is a red flag for me. And that proves right now they have a difficult time over there. Yamo said, Primo confirmé. Sorry about this, but Bergevin gave too much to Ski. This for the team is not good. Gave too much to Ski. This for the team is not good. Honestly, Ronnie, if you don't give him that kind of money, he's going to leave and go somewhere else. That's who we are now, unfortunately, in NHL. So you have a choice right now to trade him and reset, or he would not accept any money at $6 million. That's how it works now in hockey, unfortunately. You can see around all the league, the $9.8 million, the $9 million, the $8 million, and the young kids get it, right? So that's what's happening about that one there. Michael Robinson said, Tokarski get caught up by the as play great, then disappear, show up, I believe, Anaheim now is in Edmonton. He is a Basel. What is at is great coach. What do you say about him? He never show a lot of consistency in NHL. He's from Montreal. He did a couple of teams. Now he's with Buffalo, honestly. And he's doing well for the last couple of games. But unfortunately, his career never been that way for many reasons. And but right now, he have a last couple of games with the Buffalo was unbelievable. But I don't see him really as like a goaltender number one or a consistency goaltender in NHL, maybe the backup number two at some point. But, he take advantage of the opportunity in Buffalo because the goaltender is not great over there with only Dell and Anderson. But honestly, I don't see big with Michael, with him. It's not Zuski is a part of the game. It's not Zuski a point per game. Right now we have 14 points most in 17 game. Did not do any point the last 3 games. The app reserve right now is Zuski and Primo. I would say to you Zuski at that moment. Primo have to show more. He's on one of the other prospects in this organization. But really you have to go with Zuski at that moment. Last night, Wednesday, hockey on Sportnet. I should not check it out. Togas is doing great in Buffalo at that moment. Honestly, yes, for that. The season Montreal is in Rogan with not that totally this. But again, Ronnie is the past, right? And again, it's like you have to adjust what's going on in the future. And Ronald Correa, he suffered. He's the guy hired Régent Hull, and he hired Mario Tremblay. So, and not everybody is acceptable. But again, I don't know what you will do. How much money you want to give to Zuski, or if it's not Zuski, who's going to be your center for the team? So that's all the question I would ask you about that one over there. But if not, they will get the money somewhere else. And right now it's about like 1 point per game. So I don't know what you try about this. That's someone good. He's a good character. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, he never been that kind of goaltender. Buffalo, not Edmonton. I got it, Michael. I knew you make a mistake on that one, so don't worry about that. Steve G said, Kadri and lets the guy play much better lately. Kadri is doing well for the last 6-7 games. Yeah, 6 points the last 6 games. How is everyone? Because Ron with King 20 in the house. Yep, 14 points and 18 games, 4 goals and 10 assists, but unfortunately 0 points the last 3 games. That's happening about there. Mario Tremblay for me was a real upside with him any day over what? Mario Robinstein. Good morning, Adam Berger, the teacher, the swimmer. So, here's what's happening about that one over there, and I want to bring to you here. So it's not that one, but I'm going to show to you about that one over there, and that's look better. So this is the game between the Colorado and the Avalanche yesterday, and the Canucks. And what I want to bring to you is this part. For 3 goals and 5 for the Colorado Avalanche. Vancouver 0-3. Right? So here's what's happening. Rantanen scored on power play at the first period, 1-0. Garland scored his 4th of the game of the season, maybe his first game in the last 10 games almost. That's 1-1. Then Vancouver take the lead with Pullman 2-1. So looking good. But look what happened after that. Kadri scored a goal on power play. Look what happened after that. Mekar scored in power play. But what I want to bring to you now, I'm going to bring to you here. On that area. This is the stat of the NHL there. All right? Then I'm going to give you the PK. And then I'm going to drive you all the way at the bottom. The Vancouver Canucks guy, 60.3 on PK. 19 goal PK against 60.3 guys. This is the worst for years to years. Vancouver Canucks have that kind of PK. That's the reason they struggle. That's the reason why they are not supposed to be where they are right now. And that's the problem they have at that moment over there. And I want to share this stat with you guys because this is the reason why Vancouver struggled the most in NHL since the beginning of the year. Now, how do you fix this? And you can see when you watched the game yesterday, it was about puck retrieval. The Colorado was always the first one to get the puck. It was more hungry. And you can see PK after PK, the problem they got as a team together. And I was a little bit worried. Now, they show me one thing. Sometimes I have a disconnection between the coach and the players. And the way they played yesterday, I didn't see it. They still have an effort to play hard for 2-1 every time that. But on a PK, they cannot retrieve the puck at all. And that's the reason you just say. Now, Quinn Hughes did a bad mistake yesterday. He got hit a little bit from the side by Samuel Girard. And then he flew all the way to Girard. He's crack-checking, and he break his stick on the back of Girard. Turn around, and he score. And that's happening after that. So they score a goal, and that's the way they'll open up the door, and then finally the Colorado win by a score 4-2. And that's something they have to learn about that one over there. You know what I mean? So it will be interesting to see that. Coach, do you think Brooks will play tonight? I don't know about this, Adam. I think so. At least they have some problem with other things, COVID, everything like that. But I don't see why not. Would be the lineup, to be honest with you. Ronnie said, Coach, if Zuski has 6 points this season, he has the eyes for 80 goals. He's not disappointed. This is what he is. Yeah, because he's young, Ronnie. That's just normal. It's a process of what they have to learn about that one there. Alexei Ovechkin, he scored 4 years ago. He had minus 49 in NHL. Ronnie. Alexei Ovechkin, minus 49 at 29 years old. He had 50 goals, but minus 49. That's a lot of goals against. He's just young, Ronnie. What do you expect about that part over there? Like Matthews does, it's just a process, Ronnie. It cannot be Barkov or Bergeron. Barkov, it took him 6 years to become a winner of Frank Selke. I'm not saying Zuski is going to win the Selke. It's just for me, that's just a normal process about that one there. He's going to get better on the face-off. He needs to get better on the defensive side where he have really a problem there. But again, he have a good vision. If you tell that, he's going to make mistake. And he did 2 last game. And I agree with you, but that's just part of the process of my eyes over there. You know what I mean? Like, he just, and also when you play on defensive side, 5 players together at some point. So it's just for me, I don't see like an alarm over there. Avalanche defense was 10 times better as the Canucks. Vancouver has a lot of shots on the goal, but there was sloppy shots about that. I think Colorado overall will be not too bad. Hello, everyone. How are you? Bottom Monkey in the house. Knight is a starter, he said. I have heard rumor of Nazis in Ottawa Center a lot of time. I don't know this, the rumor is there, but I don't know how valuable it is or how they want to do that. They will have to give a young kid for him. I don't know Ottawa why they would do that. At that moment, Ottawa, they have to sit down, wait, patience, sign, just get draft, and let the young play hockey. For 2 more years, that's what they have to do. That's it. Yes, I know he said this about that one over there, about Spencer Knight. Coach, is Montreal still paying Julien? Do you know how much and for how long? Here, Claude Julien, when he signed contract, it was 5-5. So it was $5 million for 5 years. If you have 1 more year to go, possible, Johnny, but not much at this part. I'll be surprised about that. Yeah, he still pay him, but again, I don't know how long he'd take. Maybe one more year to go. Knight will have a revanche against the Devils tonight. Will be interesting. I'm nervous. I believe the NHL will not send in players to the Olympics. It's a great subject I want to bring to you because you know Julius not coming anymore, but he was coming. He was talking about this all the time. Here I got the end. So the NHL does not want them to go. They really don't want. The owners doesn't want to go. It's the players want to go. It's all because the player want to go. So it's going to be the next couple of weeks to be watching for the NHL. Everything like that. For the players can go. Now remember, the people get a COVID at the Olympics. You know the rules. It's 3 weeks out. So the problem is he send, example, Colorado Sam, Lestagog, McKinnon, Ratanen, Mekar, maybe someone else. 5 players. 3 of them can COVID. When they come back, they have to wait another 2 weeks before. So now we talk about 5 weeks without hockey at some point. So I don't know, I'll be honest with you. It's a lot of the conversation or discussion about the Olympic situation. Will be interesting how this is going to turn around, everything like that. So really, at that moment, I can guarantee you that, guys. It's how the player want to get there. With the referee calling so many penalties onto the game, special team are so important. You're absolutely right, Andy Koivola, about that. Special team has always been a really important role in the team, and they calling more penalties. Now, a game now, they have like 8, 10, 12, 16-minute guys of the 60-minute on power play or on PK. And a team with a lot of great offensive, you can pay, you're going to pay the price like Edmonton right now at that moment. I think Colorado, the biggest weakness is on forward depth. So trading for Calgary is not necessarily smart right now. No, I think their left wing is the one area they have to get on the top 6. And then after that, 1 or 2 on the deep at the bottoms. But like I mentioned yesterday, it was confirmed, and Steve G was right yesterday. Samuel Girard don't go nowhere. Samuel Girard stay in Colorado at that moment. Everything like that. The bad news about Mr. B-Ram, problem with concussion, everything like that. So at least they get more forward. Yeah. Tampa Bay playoff was also about special team and great goalie. Yeah, absolutely right. That's the recipes of the winning team for sure about that one over there. The game is almost that try not to take penalty, you will lose is getting there because they want more goal about that one over there. And I totally understand what you mean about the prospect, a rookie, but because of the injury with Colin Winnie Pinto, they don't need another center, veteran center. See if you play smart for instance, okay, hard to score. Yes, Yamo. Corey understand that part over there, but are you going to give for Kadri Shane Pinto? Are you going to give Nick Paul? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to get those kind of in return about that one over there. If I'm Ottawa, it's just my opinion, I will not trade anything. Jake Sanderson's coming down, and you have other players coming, they're growing, they're learning, everything like that. The only area they will have to improve their goaltending situation at the right time. That's pretty much it for me for Ottawa. So that's happening yesterday for the first game. Let's move on to game number 2, where I need to find out the game number 2. Let's go back there. I apologize. The Chicago Blackhawks, again, the Seattle Kraken. One team's growing better and better, and one team's getting worse and worse about that one there. I'm going to give you about 5-minute conversation about that team. First of all, I did not see this coming, guys. Zed Jones. Wow. He went number 4. He looked like Bobby Orr right now, guys. Unbelievable. It was my 3rd time in the last 2 weeks I watched him. He's getting better and better, I'll be honestly. He looked like Zed Jones like 2 years ago when he dominated with the Columbus Blue Jacket. He's looking strong and defensive, looking great. Then what about Marc-Andre Fleury? He's getting hot. Don't tell to anybody, but Fleury is looking good. And that's the reason why. And now the Derek King. What about the head coach? 4-4. Sometimes just a little adjustment and the language you use, the words to talk to your players, change everything. And as a team, they play better for sure. But Marc-Andre Fleury, guys, pretty solid in front of net. Zed John, amazing. What about Patrick Kane? Again, Kane continues to be Kane, right? And what about the fight between the brain cat, the cat. Again, the character, the leader with Yannick Gourde yesterday. And everything looking good over there. And the flip side, and that's the sadness about the Seattle Kraken, guys. And I will tell you why. Everything they did, the Seattle Kraken guys, about business, okay? And hockey, you have two kinds of operation in any team, guys, in hockey. You have the hockey operation, you have the business operation. And the business operation, as a new franchise in NHL, they did everything amazing. Amazing. The color of the jersey and, the ring, and I can go all along like this all the way. The business, how the people, they get hired, and the diversity of the people there, it's amazing. Great. On the hockey operation, that's the problem. First, the team does not play at the level they should play. But the problem is they're going to be compared always with Vegas. And the problem, guys, is we are wrong when we compare them to Vegas. The Vegas, it was an exception to the rules of a new franchise in any sport. That was the problem. Because the people compare Seattle, they will be like Vegas. It's not going to be that way. Seattle should be like the Anaheim, like the Buffalo Sabres, like when they came to the league, like the Florida Panthers, when they come to the league and then turn around slowly to become a good, solid team. But it don't show right away like Vegas. Vegas, guy, is an exception to the rules. And the problem is compared all the time between both. It should not be that way. And that's the reason they reflect right now on the ice. They are a difficult time to score. The defensive not looking in. Philip Gruber is not who he is. And you can see right now. So, unfortunately, it's not great right now for the Seattle Kraken as a team in NHL. But the fans cannot give up. And it's normal, the score they gave yesterday. It's that the team's going to lose. They're going to score 2 goals per game, sometimes 3. But again, they gave a little bit more 2 goals for me. I think the defenses should be better, the goaltender also. But right now, it does not go that way over there. Brett Marchand said Boston does not get to play until Saturday, so boring. They have a strange, crazy schedule, Brett. First of all, welcome back. Secondly, Brett Marchand, hopefully you have a great time in Winnipeg or in Canada, wherever you are, and that'd be good. Yamo, how many goals Washington we have? He does usual score. He has 6 points in the last 3-4 games. He has 5 goals. He scored 2 yesterday. That was the reason the Washington Capitals beat the Los Angeles Kings. By the way, nobody talk about Samsonov, but Samsonov, guy, he did not last the last 5 games. He's looking great over there, and we have to give him credit about this. And Washington Capitals win a big game over there, 2-0. Again, the Los Angeles Kings disrupt their 8 game with 1 point done by the Washington Capitals yesterday. Washington Capitals got come back to the W. They got 1 point against Anaheim Ducks. They are real, legit, and they are going to push very hard behind the Carolina Hurricane for sure the next couple of weeks. Donskoy, I think, have 0 goal. Doesn't have a great year so far, Donskoy. Unfortunately, he took advantage, maybe the Colorado beside, but I think he have 1 goal, but I cannot recall it. I'll be honest with you. Yamo in front of me. Avalanche won the cup on the first year, the exception. But again, this was just a transfer of the team. So the team was already established, right? So it was not like a new franchise. You draft and you pick up the players left and right, everything like that. So it was more a transfer team where you see this in the past, like the Winnipeg Jet with, and the New Jersey Devils and the Dallas Star. So there's a little bit fun, Steve, about that one there, but I can understand that. They win that year for sure. And sorry for the people in Quebec City. Vegas, first year, we have a strategy here in Vegas, and I believe that was a motivation and brought the team fans to stay together to support them. It was the circumstance bring that part, but at them, I'll be honest with you, is the way they got team and the way they got great players, and they got some transaction or trade where, and also the little bit the way other GM did not pay too much attention to their list protection list, and that hurt them. And the way with Josh McPhee, whatever you don't like him, he gets some great trade like Theodore and Roddy Smith, the Marchessault one, and two gave away by the Wild, two gave away by the Florida Panthers, and that helping the team. And then what about McAndre Fleury came, and then so it was just an accumulation, the right decision at the right time, and again with the right place, the right fans. So it just became really unusual situation, exception of what's supposed to be. But I agree with you, Adam, about that one. Yes, goes through. Sorry, Quebec. Yes, it was sad for the Quebec fans to lose. Quebec Nordic. Have an amazing, great day, Adam. So let's go back to the website about that one over there. And I will show you. Just give you an idea about it. It surprised me, the Winnipeg Jet guys, 64.3 as a PK play again, the best power play in NHL tonight. The Edmonton dropped at 42.6 guys. They dropped a couple of game right now, no power play. But that is rare. You see a team in NHL over 40% on power play. 7 days ago, guys, they was at 50.0. So that gives you an idea how they are performing, to be honest with you. Let's go back to the game. Honestly, I want to show to you quickly a couple of stats over there. Chicago, I just want to remind you, of course, a couple of great goals by the Blackhawks. We talk about Zed Jones. Score is second of the year, but you have 12 assists, I believe. The Brinkat is 9 of the year. Patrick Kane, 6. McCann, guys, is amazing for he play over there. And then finally, McCabe scored a goal over there at the end of the game. Not surprised for me overall for the players play on the ice. Well balanced overall. And, the surprise for me, Chicago guys play as 7 defensemen yesterday. Patrick Kane guys played 22 minutes yesterday. Just give you an idea how he was for them. And for Seattle, those Kui guys only 9 minutes 50. And Yamo said, how many goals he has this year, coach? 0 goal, 6 assists, and 16 points. You don't like that, right? That's the situation about that one over there. And I think it was an empty net, but it looked like it was not an empty net. The last goal of the game. And then finally for the Los Angeles Kings and the Capitals, look, the Los Angeles finally they lost. But like he said, Garnett out of way score is 5th of the year, guys. He's not a guy supposed to score. And the 2-goal guys, it was at 16:30. It was only the last 3 minutes of the game they scored the last 2 goals. And give you an idea, he scored 3 goals. He scored 5 goals, guys, in the last 4 games. Give you an idea, he looked like Alex Ovechkin over there for that. He played, 13 minutes, 14 minutes right now. So everything looking good for the kid, for the born in USA. Big guy, 6'3". And he know his role. He's not there for scoring goals, but he did it about that one over there. So congratulations for him about that one over there. Finally, Thursday night, we have a couple of games, 11 game. Buffalo Sabres, Rangers, Leaf, Penguin, Canadiens, everything like that. I'm not going to go all the way the list right there. I just want to share to you what's going on in NHL about that one over there. The bottom 6 goal team win. One of bottom goal team win. Yes, one of bottom 6 goal you win. About that. What's going on with Montreal Canadiens tonight? They play against the Pittsburgh Penguins. First of all, Mathias Norlander, the rookie at 21 years old, his idol was Sidney Crosby. Go to play against Sidney Crosby tonight. Pretty amazing. See that? Finally play his first game with the Montreal Canadiens. He's going to be his partner. It's going to be David Savard. You're going to see what Nylander look like in NHL. Honestly, you have a couple of games. Hopefully, we give him a couple of games to play. Whiteman will be out of the lineup. And Primo's supposed to be get the nods for tonight between the pipes. And that's pretty much what I heard so far, the change in Montreal Canadiens. I did not look yet what's going on for the new, if something else happening. We know now Perrault will be a little bit longer. Another 7-10 days for Parkett. Edmonton started to practice Saturday, and Carey Price was on the ice 1-to-1 with the coach. And that's pretty much what's going on around the Montreal Canadiens, honestly. What about the Laval Rocket last night? The club farm of the Montreal Canadiens losing 5-1 against the Toronto Maple Leafs last night. About middle of second period, something like that. 5-1. Then they come back. Boom, boom, boom. 5-3. Got a goal on Ilonen on PK. Goal on power play. 5-4. And then, bing, bang, boom, Cole Caulfield, after he make a great play on the defensive side, turn around, come back hard, skating by himself, go through the blue line, to the red line, to the blue lines, coming to the top circle, and like he does, a great snipe shot on fire over the shoulder, top crossbar, down, and tie the game 5-5. And they went to the shootout, overtime, big save of Kevin Poulin. Then they won all the way because McNiven was removed of the game after he gave 5 goals. During the OT, both teams have 1 or 2 chances to score. Then we have to go shootout. And Caulfield again, and shootout, a 5-0 goal. Great move from him, but it was not good enough because they have to wait until 8 shooter before they find a way to win. And then Laval, after they lost 5-1, they come back and score, and they win 6-5 yesterday. So great performance. And talking about American Hockey League, guys, the Utica Comets are right now winning 10 straight game. They are looking for the 11th straight game. So it'll be a record in NHL as the beginning of the season. So they not lost in the beginning of the season. So it's another record to have to watch. They play Friday against the Charlotte Shakers, the baby team for the Florida Panthers. So Utica guy was the club form before that from the Vancouver Canucks, but now the Canucks have a new team, and Abbott's Ford, and British Columbia. So that gave you all the information you need to know this morning about this. I don't know if you want to see something else or if you have any question or any information you need to know. I can look about something, what's going on around the Twitter before we go. I will check for you if you have something going on. The Cup Memorial schedule is out. That's nothing happened. P2Kov scored a goal for KHL. And that's pretty much it. I don't see anything else. What I can tell you right now, the only thing I will say to you guys is pretty amazing what the club in California is doing right now about that. Will we see the 11-0 someone? Will be interesting to see that for the AHL. Will the 4-line score tonight? Poland, Pizzetta, I think they will. I don't know if they will score, but they play with Belzil, so I think that will be one of them. Not a problem, Valeo. Always a pleasure to see you around, guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you have an amazing, great rest of the Thursday afternoon. For the people in Finland, have an amazing, great night. Yes, we'll be back at 5 o'clock. Yes, Cole will try to do a pre-game show. Yes, we're going to do a live stream tonight at 7 o'clock between the Pittsburgh Penguins and Sidney Crosby. We'll be in town with Chris Letang. And, of course, without Malkin, we're going to watch the game live, play-by-play with the hockey coach, Guru Coach Frenchy. So that's what resume the morning show. We miss Michael De Villano. I try to run everything by solo. Hopefully, it's pretty good overall. Don't forget to give us your feedback. If you have anything we want to hear, you want to know, whatever it is, please don't hesitate to tell me, let me know. But before we leave, we want to remind you one more thing. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Thank you so much for watching another great show of the Hockey National Show for the Morning Skate Show. But we want to remind you one more thing. Of course, you have greatness inside of you. Be well and be healthy. I will see you at 5 o'clock Eastern Time with the collaborator, the legend in our top. Yes, Johnny. Thank you, Corey.
Surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me be. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted. You showed in your own way we would stand and we would fall united. Come on, get a grip now. Just finish what you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided. Oh, oh,
Oh, before we leave, we want to mention from Franco Iacono, breaking news in NHL. The Montreal Canadiens just called Cole Caulfield, called out for the tonight game. Will be something to have to follow up. We're going to give you all the information you need to know for the Bulls. It's over the pregame show by the hockey coach guru called Frenchy. It's going to happen here about 3 o'clock afternoon. We'll give you all the information you need to know and what happening with Cole Caulfield. Cole Caulfield may be back in the lineup tonight with Matthias Norlander, of course, and Caden Primo between the pipes. So thanks again once again another great show of the Hockey National Show. I look forward to see you at 5 o'clock tonight.
on a show. Oh, 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 oh.
Thank you, Franco.